Hi, Deepta, and welcome to today's show on Radiant Realization with Namrata. And I'm so excited to have you, Deepta, because the topic that we are going to discuss is something uh, very close to my heart because I've just started learning about this topic. And thanks for coming on this show and agreeing to share your insights.
You're welcome. And I'm also excited and thank you for this opportunity to help people to know about this topic today.
Yes. Okay. So, Deepta, to start with, if you can give brief idea what is the connection between food and health? Because we tend to eat whatever we see. Especially when I go to my office cafeteria, we have posters of different food. I do carry my lunch box, but every day I get so tempted that I am forced to have that sev puri. So I just want to know from you, how is it related, food and health?
Wonderful. A nice question to begin with today to our topic. So, the food what we eat will have to help our system, right? So, uh, today what is happening is we are living to eat, but we will have to eat to live. So there are availability of multiple foods. That's why we are getting those cravings. Yeah, we are seeing. So that's why it actually attracts us. But when do we need to eat? Is when we are really hungry. Without hunger, if we eat, what would that lead to is bad glucose in the system. So will it be useful? No. When I came to know about this, that's when my choices, when I eat, what I eat, it absolutely started shifting. So the freshly cooked food will help you to get the good glucose in the system. The maybe you would have heard the sattvic the preparation we will have to consume it. The sev puri what we get outside, it would be like packed and preserved, and it's been maybe few days, sometimes few months, sometimes. So what will that happen? That will give you that artificial taste, but not help you with the good glucose in the system. So maybe, for example, the taste you are having, so with the taste you may get some energy, but the food what will happen, it will convert into more of bad glucose for you. So what will happen with good glucose and bad glucose is elimination. Do you like getting cold, cough, fever frequently?
Oh, I struggle so much with this cold and cough. I, I I just feel like if I can get a magic wand which will ensure that I never get cold and cough, I would enjoy my life.
Perfect. So this is what will happen when you are eating save or any other packed or preserved food. There is nothing that is directly, immediately damaging your system. It's actually creating those waste in your system, and you will be suffering that elimination processes. If you want to stop this elimination process, the choice of food is in your hands. This is one method connecting to the food. There is another perspective is on emotion, but today we are speaking about the food, so I will stick to this.
You you have this phrase, let food be thy medicine. If you can just explain a little bit more, why do you feel the food is has a medicinal properties?
Perfect. Thank you. See, all the you know we are made up of five elements. It is air, water, earth, fire, and space. Space we call it as wood. Okay, so each five eh, elements has particular taste connected to it. For air, we call it as spicy taste. Okay, so when you are eating your regular food, right? What all taste do you have? Like for example, if we take lemon rice, do you prepare lemon rice?
Yes.
So it has lemon, it has salt, yeah, it has spicy,
Yes.
and then uh, salt, spicy, yeah. So three tastes would be there. So what will happen? Three taste energy you will receive. How to make the food as medicine? Meaning, consciously, if you taste the food and eat, it will act as a medicine. And it will convert, like for example, in fourth standard, we would have studied the digestion system, and the first process will happen in your mouth. It is science, right?
Yes.
But the high elemental taste, how much you experience, you will be using it as a medicinal properties to your system. That means to say glucose would be produced in the right way. If you're unconsciously eating, okay, you can eat this much. If you consciously eat, the small portion would be creating good glucose, and the uh, feeling of enough, you will experience it by itself. Sometimes you'll be dieting, right? Have you tried dieting?
Yeah.
Portion control?
Avoiding food, controlling food. Yes.
Yes, I have tried it. But after 3 months, I couldn't control. Okay. But in this way of eating, I can't eat more. Initially, when I started following this way, in my home, 4 times people, I mean, eat. So they were preparing multiple varieties. After one variety, I'm not feeling hungry. I'm waiting to feel that hunger to eat the other quantity of, I mean, other type of food. So how will this convert? It will make the food as medicine for you. All the medicinal qualities, it's already there with the freshly cooked food, what is there and present in your system. And then the second part is medicine as food. When do we convert that medicine as food? Meaning you get cold, cough, fever. So at that time, whatever you are eating has to change to act as medicine. When you have cold, do you eat an orange?
Never
No,
tried.
right? I make people eat orange, drink orange juice, because it is having a medicinal property. What is medicinal property? It has the good energy, vitamin, right? And it will go inside your system, gives you the energy. It cleanses, it brings out all the kapha out, the phlegm out of your system. That's why people avoid eating it.
Yes.
They fear for cold. That's why they avoid eating it. But it cleans your body. So that's how medicine into food. Whenever you have cold and cough, you what do you eat generally?
Normally, I eat paratha and vegetables, veggies. This is the most common thing that I eat. Or otherwise, it is stuffed paratha, wherein veggies are stuffed inside paratha.
Yeah. So even I used to eat a normal food, or I used to go for doctors and take medicines. But now what I do is I listen to my body speak. So when I have cold or cough, my hunger and the need of food will reduce. Our system, our body can do only two things. One is assimilation, and the second is elimination. So the cold and cough is an elimination. When elimination is happening, assimilation would not be required for the system. Have you heard that there will be storage in our system?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So that storage is more than enough for the system to use. Now you can understand what is food as medicine and medicine as food.
yes, 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 yes. So basically, a food that will help you to heal, which we can say it in that fashion.
Food which it can help you to heal. Food which can give the way of eating, and the food which helps you to create. Food as medicine is creation. How will cow has all the properties? Because the way it eats is more important. That cow has two bags. It can fill up and sit in one place and then get it out, chew, and then send it. But humans don't have two bags. We don't have two stomach. So whenever we are eating, that's when we will have to properly taste, chew, and eat. Shall I tell you an experience of mine here?
Please, please, yes.
I used to like, if at all I like some uh, delicious food, what I love to eat, I used to take few more servings previously to the way I started eating consciously.
Hmm.
Okay, the quantity used to be more. When I started eating in this way, my satisfaction was more. What I found is the way I eat in that way, the satisfaction is not there. I want to eat more, more, more. But when I completely taste, fully experience the experience of it, then the need for me to serve another portion would stop.
By this, you answered an unsaid question that I had. And that question is, whenever I used to go to marriages and similar functions, the buffet, the wide range of food that they would serve, it would so happen that my stomach is saying, no, you cannot eat anything else. But the desire to taste different varieties so much that I used to struggle. And now I get answer from you. Why I used to face that problem.
So, well, let me just continue with this, which you have just opened up. So, till then, I used to eat everything. Once I came to know about, this method of eating, I was not able to eat more. If I go to marriages or functions, I started eating only which I like to eat, not whatever they have served. And then, whichever I like, by the time I taste, it's over. My tummy is full. How will we know we are full? Because have you heard that you should eat three-fourths of your stomach?
Yes.
Right? But how will you know? That's why we are controlling how much to eat, right? But body speaks to you. Do you know how to understand body speak to us?
No.
You like to know?
Yes, definitely.
So consciously when you're eating, where will your focus be?
On the food
And
and the way I'm chewing it, the taste.
perfect. You got it. Taste. One of my client, when they started eating in this way, he came to realize that now I cannot eat my few of the items what my wife will prepare, but she will feel bad if I don't eat. Okay. So the taste will tell you whether you like or not. If you have to consciously chew, taste, and eat, whatever you don't like, you'll not be able to eat. Till I came to know about this, I was forcing my child to eat whatever I have prepared. When I came to know about this truth, I realized what mistake I was doing for my son. I stopped forcing my son. If he doesn't like to eat, I left it. I started preparing what he likes to eat. What is one thing is taste is very important. When your system is completed with three-fourths, okay, when your stomach is three-fourths, your taste will start reducing. Today you can eat your meal in observing this.
And
Taste the food, sit separately, observe when the taste starts reducing. A small reduction, change in your taste when it happens, that's when your system is three-fourths full and you can stop eating.
amazing. This small tip, like consciously understanding why when my tummy is full or it's three, four, and it's giving me indication. This is definitely something that I'm loving it and I'm going to try in today's meal.
And as I told you, I actually, I told you, right? My son had breathlessness issue when I was about to start this way of living. Few of the things which made him accumulate lot of phlegm and feel that breathlessness issue as well is the reason where I was forcing him to eat,
Mm,
making and stuffing him to eat.
mm.
That created lot of eliminations. Every month he had cold and cough, but I didn't know the reason why is he getting, right? After this way of following, he hardly gets cold and cough.
Amazing, amazing. So he is enjoying his days and not fighting with cold and cough. Amazing. The one word that is being thrown very often, especially when it comes to food, is superfood. Like, what is like if you can give little idea, are they truly like nutritional powerhouse, or it's just that we are being told that it has lot of nutrition? And is it required to have those superfoods in your diet every day?
See, according to me, after I came to know about all of this, the earth element in your system and the earth element outside like for example, if you're living in South India, what is grown is what is superfood for you. Your earth can digest those.
Mm,
The superfood for Western countries is different from superfood for Southern countries. Superfood for North India is different from superfood for South India. The rice is grown abundantly in South India, so people can eat rice. North India, wheat is grown more, so they can eat wheat and digest. It is climatic conditions, everything takes into account, right? So in the same way, so superfoods are locally, seasonally grown. For example, this season, oranges grow.
mm,
So you will have to eat oranges. Next is grapes. Next is watermelon. Each season, whatever fruit is available, that is going to help you keep your system clean.
mm.
Inside, when it is clean, that's when you will not face chronic diseases. You will not face even cancer. Will not You will not reaching that level of degenerative diseases in your system.
Got it. So the locally grown food would have this locally required nutrients, like what the body
Yeah,
needs.
the
And
earth element, what your body is needing is the earth element, what is capable of growing outside.
and this will differ from country to country, state to state, like region
Yes,
wise.
it will differ. But if in few countries they don't do farming, right? So at
Mm,
that time they can buy whichever is available nearby, they can export. But if they follow the way of eating, hunger, conscious eating, and allow the system to eliminate, take care of their emotions, then they too will be able to take care of their system.
In vegetable markets and fruit market, you get lot of this imported fruits like kiwi, some hybrid grapes. There's lot more variety imported, and they say this has high nutritional property compared to local apples or bananas. How do you help to distinguish this two concept, whether it's which is better, considering the earth concept that you explained?
So I I prefer locally grown. So and I prefer buying organic. Why organic is because the pesticides, when it is being used to grow, the chemical what it enters, it will have to be cleansed by your system. Your liver takes care of whatever the chemical you are taking. Even if at all you are taking any medication, it doesn't immediately spread to in your system. It will filter and then only allow. the system, into the system. So organic, what will happen? There is much less of energy usage to consumption and digestion. The chemically used products will, the system will have to work more. Making sense? Yeah. So I prefer organic and locally grown fruits and vegetables. Whatever is available is more than sufficient for us.
Definitely local food, locally grown food over anything imported. Not only for our health, but also for country's economics.
In India, there is each part of India, we have abundantly getting all the fruits, vegetables,
Yes,
and the grains. Everything is available. Yeah, for
yes,
example, North India, from North India, apples come in to South India. So we
yes,
can use them as fresh
definitely.
as possible is more than better. I mean, better.
Agreed, agreed. Okay, so Deepta, taking this forward, if you can give few tips that can be incorporated, like few dietary changes or few good habits. You did speak about mindful eating, conscious eating, mindful of taste of the food. But in addition to that, if some small, easy tips that can be implemented on day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so day-to-day basis, what you can implement is first when you're hungry, till you're hungry, not start eating or drinking something. Okay, wait for your hunger and then you can start with your fruit, because fruit has higher nutrition, higher vitamins, minerals, everything. So after 12 hours of giving a gap for our digestion system, the energy with the fruit will be absorbed very fast. So eat a fruit first, and then with your breakfast, whatever you're preparing at home locally, from your way back in your traditions, whatever has been prepared, you can start preparing and eating them, because it has all the properties in it. And then add vegetables, some raw vegetables into it. For example, if you have roti and sabzi will be there, add some slices of carrots, cucumbers with that, and eat it together. But tasting, consciously eating it. Again, till the next hunger, wait. Evening, the last meal, I would suggest you to be light, and if at all you are hungry by 6 o'clock, then you can have a lighter meal than in the morning or afternoon you eat. If the hunger is delayed to 8 or 8:30 something, like later part, then we suggest people to eat like uh, steamed vegetables or salads and keep it light and sleep well. That's when the sleep will be good. Early to bed, early to rise. When can you do it? Only when you eat light in the evening.
Agreed, agreed, definitely. Because I really remember experiencing a late night buffet and then staying awake till early morning.
Yeah. So
So,
if at all we eat late, our system will become alert, because
mm,
you're producing the energy, full of energy will be there. If we keep it light, or if we are not hungry and sleep early, the system's cycle is to sleep by 9 p.m.
mm,
Way back we didn't had current. Yeah.
yes,
So when it is not there, how can we be awake for longer times? So the system is accustomed to the sun energy, actually speaking. So 9 p.m. if we sleep, then we will be having less of diseases. After I started following all of this, let me tell you, I have become 10 years younger.
wow, wow. I think this is something anybody would want to know. You are aging younger.
Yes, absolutely. So it's simple and easy, but doing simple and easy is what is difficult today.
Agree, agree. Yeah, because we are so used to having this thought process that if it is so simple, then it might not work. For something to work, it has to be complex.
Yes, but I'm the living example here, and many of my clients who have been come out of brain hemorrhage, type 1 diabetes, then PCOD issues. At the age of 36 years, after 8 years of trial and errors, within 1 year, 3 months, a person became a naturally pregnant. So the body, when it is kept clean, allowed it to do its way, and you live the way the creation has happened, then anything is possible.
Amazing, amazing. Dita, in our Indian diet, we have a lot of herbs, spices, and whereas when we eat pizza, burger, there's no such flavor of herbs and spices. So I want to know from you how herbs and spices are beneficial to our health, and bunging on pizza, burger, how does it harm?
See, what I tell people is today we have learned this taste and we have introduced to our children. So for me, my son as well would like to eat them sometimes. So what I usually suggest him is take some salads and then eat, and be prepared for the elimination process. After you eat that, you will not feel hungry for longer duration. There will
Agreed.
be an elimination process. So he follows that. Second thing is prepare at home. Bake it fresh. If you bake it fresh and then add all the raw vegetables, okay, which is like organic or freshly grown, even if you are growing at terrace in your terrace garden, that is also fine. And then use it, right? So that time too, your system will easily digest. It's not that if you eat pizza or burger, it's harmful, it's a junk. If you prepare it fresh, bake it fresh, okay, and eat consciously tasting it, the quantity what you eat would be aligned with your system. Then you will not be creating, okay, the effect of it. But if you are eating outside the pizzas which has already been prepared, maybe it's not freshly baked and lot of maida into it, yeah,
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
there's not much of fiber in it. Basically, it is more on fibrous food.
hmm,
If fiber is good in this breads, then the digestion is easier. Otherwise,
hmm,
digestion takes time. So you will have to allow the system to digest well.
hmm.
And if you chew and taste the food, see, let me just give you one more example here. Anyway, you have spoken about the pizza and burger. I was able to eat 4 to 5 slices
Okay.
of pizza before this way of eating.
Hmm.
Once I started eating in this way, maximum I can do is 2 slices,
Oh,
not more than that. I can't. Okay. So when your way of eating changes, then any food will not harm you the way it used to be.
hmm.
And I allow the system. See, for example, if today I've gone out with my hubby and I have my son wants to eat pizza and burger, if we go out and we have had,
Hmm.
next day morning what I prefer is giving time for my system to be hungry. And I've seen that I'll not be hungry for like faster, yeah, the way
Yes,
I
yes.
eat the other meals. And I prefer one meal with fruits. I don't eat my meal.
Hmm.
So with that, within half day, all my elimination is being done by my system. I will not accumulate it for me to face cold or cough to send out from my system. Is this useful?
Definitely, definitely. And there's something about herbs and spices, Deepta. Do you feel they really help us, or it's
See, I
okay
don't
not to
take
include?
herbs and like for example, herbal teas, right? So
Hmm.
I don't take separately. Like, for example, in our South India, there is rasam, which we
Hmm.
will add all the herbs,
Hmm.
right? So there are many South Indian food which will have, like, for example, jeera we use.
Yes.
We use coriander, we use curry leaves, we use pepper, we use turmeric. So every herbs is present in our food. Even North India, they use all of this,
Yes. Yes.
right? So
Definitely.
everything is present. There is nothing that I need to take it as a medicine. If, for example, I'm having fever, at that time I'm not able to eat or drink, but I'm hungry. At that time, you can use the herbal teas. Evenings, I'm feeling light hunger, I prefer water, right? Like summer season, you prefer water, so that time you can take herbal teas.
Got it. Got it. And your primary premise would be that to make it at home, correct? And
uh,
not to focus more on those real juices that we get.
See, if at all you are in like circumstances, like for example parties and get-togethers, go eat it with consciousness, and
Hmm.
next day skip your regular breakfast and be on fruits. That's my suggestion.
Hmm. Hmm. Got it. Got it. So basically, more we should focus on conscious eating, and the good properties of the food will definitely get absorbed in our body.
Yes. More conscious eating will help you to absorb and create those vitamins and minerals inside your body. Like, for example, if you need vitamin B12, if you need vitamin D, if you need vitamin C, the system has to digest and give it to you.
Okay. Because most of the times in India, we are used to particular way of eating because that is how the traditional way has been. Like I would say in my family, maybe for few decades, we have been used to same way of eating paratha and
Yeah.
veggies. When my grandparents were in Gujarat, they were having same food, and today in Mumbai, I'm having same food. But the lifestyle has changed. I have absolute sedentary lifestyle. I just sit in front of my laptop whole day. Do you think this change in lifestyle has impact because there is no change in food habits?
Yes. That's the reason, if you are in sedentary life, if you follow hunger and conscious eating, you may feel only hungry for one time.
That is what is happening, but it's not getting like my family is not getting along with this because I don't feel hungry.
Yes. See, people around you are not aware of what is health. What is your physical activity is how much your requirement of food will be. If you just get aligned with these two, then you will not get you'll not reach chronic diseases or degenerative diseases. You'll just be with acute diseases, and acute diseases, if you suppress with medicines like cold, cough, fever, you are getting, and you take medicines and not allow the system to throw, then those accumulation may help you to reach chronic stages. Otherwise, you will not go into the chronic or degenerative through food. Okay, not
Hmm,
with
hmm.
emotional part. Emotions will take you there too.
Understood. Understood. Now, you did speak about meal plan, about diet, but there is this concept that I keep reading that medicinal meal plan, and that is linked again to the point that you spoke about. Let food be thy medicine. So, how do we understand that the meal plan that I would want to have for myself? Is it a medicinal meal plan or it's a general plan, a dietary plan which I'm focusing to stay fit, to stay lively?
So, if at all, as I told you, if because some nutritionist has told you to eat something, and that taste is, your body is not accepting the taste, and you're forcing yourself to eat that, that will not become a medicine for you. Okay, one thing. And the second is, as I told you, cooking method. the slow cooking and the fresh cooking will become fully medicine for you. And the whole food meaning the unpolished rice. And then if even in olden days, how do our elders make the flour would be chakki, they used to flour it at their house, right? So or at certain periods only they used to do that, otherwise it's more on rice items it was they were used to prepare. So the freshly getting the flour and using it is the best method.
Mm.
Okay. And even like batter, for example, idli, dosa, if at all we are preparing, like South Indians. So eating for freshly, for example, you're preparing the batter and one time you will have to finish it, not hold it. So when
Mm.
you're holding it, it will turn into tamasic food. So what will happen when you're eating tamasic food? You'll be lethargy, you will be like emotionally not too energetic, so you'll be getting irritated fast. So each, like sattvic is freshly prepared whole food, rajasic is adding spices is okay if you are adding too much of spicy, right? Few people like little spice, few people like more spicier food. If you're eating more spicier food, rajasic quality will be more in you. Tamasic food is the old cooked food. Morning you have prepared, night you have had, or packed and preserved foods. Yeah. So those will act in letharginess in you. So your body will not move. Sometimes you would have experienced it. You can observe, you eat uh, what you have prepared today, you eat it tomorrow and see how your body will be responding to it.
Yes, you made me think about this consciously because till this time you know that it's not that your body is accepting, but just because of paucity of time, you food like just feed yourself because you don't want to go empty stomach. Yes, when you spoke, I could understand that my body used to react, but I was not listening to my body.
But that's why it is like your body is speaking. Are you listening?
Yes, yes. Okay. Deepta, another point is that there are so many misconceptions around food, especially when it comes to plant-based diet, that it does not support adequate nutrients, it lacks in few vitamins. So, in that case, what are your thoughts? Are these myths, or there is a fact underlying all the stories that we hear?
See, whatever you choose to eat, uh, sometimes people follow plant-based diets. Even after plant-based diets, when they are suffering with illnesses, they give a name to this diet is not
Hmm.
good.
Hmm.
But it is not only food which is making them deceased, it's even their emotional part. Anything, see, even if you are eating healthy food, the sattvic food, and you have not mastered your emotions yet, then too you'll be blocking the energies in your system. First is energy, and when the energy is imbalanced, then is the cell level disturbance happens. When the cell levels disturbance happens, the tissues and the organs, the functionality of organs, everything will drop down. When it's not functioning well, of course you will go into the disease stages. Making sense?
Yes, yes. So it has nothing to do with the terminology that we associate. It is on based on individuals' ability to absorb nutrients from the food.
It is, yes, because cow is eating only grass and it
Got
has everything. We believe if we take milk only we get calcium. No, you eat the way cow is eating. You see your calcium level, how much your body is in need of. It will be produced in your system. Your system is capable of anything.
understood. This is quite interesting. Another point that's really exciting for me to know from you is there's this concept of gut and brain axis. So how is your gut, and that's how your brain will functional or react. If you can explain this concept in little detail.
See, for example, when a child is born, it will take the first breath, okay, and immediately it will poo,
Hmm.
okay. So the air element is taking care of your lungs and large intestine. In acupuncture science, I'm traditional acupuncturist. So how I look at it is, if the prana, okay, if at all I call it as uh, air, if the air is circulating well in your system, then the organ of that large intestine will be functioning well and it will be able to throw the waste out easily. If your large intestine is not cleaning at the right time in the morning, then the air is not moving ahead in the right way. What can happen? Why will people connect it to the brain? Because oxygen has to reach the brain. It is stopped above, from your neck and above.
Hmm.
Where is your lungs? It's down. The blood circulation, when the oxygen is supplying properly, the heart will pump well and spread it to your brain. The signals are here, but the action is done by your large intestine. So that's how they connect to it. To air, the large intestine, and the brain. So the digestion, if it is good enough, if you're absorbing well, then all these functions will be best for you.
Amazing. Amazing. You have this ability of simplifying this concept terms in such a way that it just stays. Like, I know now I'm not going to get afraid when I read this term again. Otherwise, I used to get so apprehensive. Oh my God, there's so many things that I need to understand for me to be healthy.
There is the workshop, what I do is self-healing workshop for 6 weeks I conduct. So in that, I tell people like, what is your body and why is it important, this conscious eating? I make them observe their elimination process. Like in a day, you can as well observe how many times are you going for urination, how many times are you going for the motions, the stools, how many times are you passing your stools. If you start observing, then you know what mistakes are you doing, and slowly correcting them is the only way. Not only searching for diet or the exercises, that is not the only way to reach your health. This is what I learned when I came to know about this, and that worked me. Within 5 months I was able to reduce 14 kilos and inch loss, uh, way lot of inch loss, and age 10 years of youthfulness. For 1 month I was not able to believe, because anytime previous, whenever I've lost weight, after, if at all I stop following any of that, I used to get back my weight. So for
Hmm.
a month I was like, is it my dream or is this true? Just by following these few things, will, is it so easy to reach even my youth is back into my, back to myself. That's what was like happened for me. And after 1 month I started accepting that it is truth and I started enjoying my body.
Wow. So, listening to you, Dipta, what I feel is that there is a lot of inherent power stored in our body. We just have to tap in and bring it alive. So aging is probably not that natural process, and it's reversing is also a natural process.
Yes. Yes, this is this is my experience.
Okay, Dipta, you shared about your experience. If you can highlight about few experiences you had with your client where they have observed a quantum shift in their lifestyle, in the way they were treating their body with medicines and tablets, and now with healthy food. That would be really amazing to know.
So, my clients, when they start coming in, within 1 month, they feel lighter, they feel healthier. Whatever they are eating, they will be eating the same, but moving into the hunger that brings them 2 to 3 kgs of weight loss. They will get cold and cough fever in the first few sittings, and the elimination happens, and they feel much. Sometimes they breathe well. For people who are not able to breathe well, asthma. Okay, few people, if they have constipation, that will be sorted. Few people like have gastric issues, so within 2 weeks there is no gastric issue now. And then the process, like esophagus doesn't have the layer to support the gases, the stomach has. If we are constantly eating without hunger, not understanding anything, this would have been damaged. Okay, so once they start allowing it to settle down in 3/4, slowly it heals, and they will not face the gastric issue at all, acidity or gastric. Initially, when I started this therapy, when I was telling them to consciously eat and taste the food and chew and eat, people used to come like this. Oh, it's paining. I cannot do this. Then I started observing, what am I doing? It's not paining for me. What are they doing which is paining for them? So I started observing that I am focusing on the taste and enjoying and eating. They are focusing on, because I've told, they're chewing. So I stopped telling them to chew and eat well. I started telling them to taste and eat well. So that started helping them. Within 1 or 2 months, they will feel much energetic, lighter, and they will be able to focus on their work well. Their productivity would have increased. Otherwise, what happens, by the time evening is there, they used to get frustrated, shout at their children, quarrel a lot. But now they are fully energetic. So they don't get irritated with small things with their children or their husbands. They have the energy to face them. So this is the shifts for my patients or clients sometimes.
This is very interesting to know because just by focusing on conscious eating, they're able to get more energy. Not only that, they're able to build relation with their loved ones,
Yeah.
which otherwise would have gone some different tangent. Like either there would be fights or everybody would have been on their own, focusing on social media. But yeah,
Yes.
this I think there are a lot of unsaid benefit that I get from you, like when I listen to you, of conscious eating, mindful eating. The way it, not only the way it impacts your body, but it also impacts you and the people around you.
Yes. So in my self-healing workshop, I will open up them with the emotional part, which is creating the energy blockage to them, right? So they will start focusing on their emotions too. Oh, what I need to focus. Each day they will become more conscious. When the consciousness is increasing, they approach the life as well in a different way.
Beautiful, beautiful. I just feel like this conversation should go on and on, but definitely we'll have to pause it at one point, and the lot of learnings that you've shared today. So just to summarize few things that I'm taking from today's first is to be very conscious of what we eat. It's not the food, but it's how you are eating and how your body is accepting. Second thing that I loved from your conversation is the taste, like how much we have to emphasize on taste, and taste has a way of talking to us, which I never knew. Like when you are almost 3/4, your taste will start shifting and you will feel it. Also, what I loved is you gave a beautiful concept of understanding that you don't need to have multiple serving of same food. You can feel satisfied with even one serving. And this is something that I'm going to try next time when I go to wedding or any buffet, so that I do not regret coming back not trying any of the dishes. Okay, thank you so much, Dipta, for coming and for doing this session. I know the insights that you have given are so insightful, and everybody is going to benefit out of it.
It would be a great thing if at all it is getting benefited. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, which how it has helped me. It was like my dream to live a medicine-free life. That's why I'm serving people. If somebody is wanting to understand how to live without medicines in their life and how to reach 10 years of youthfulness back by
Yes.
just following the way it has to be lived, is more than sufficient.
Thank you, Dipta.
You're welcome. It was nice. Thank you for this opportunity, Namrata.
My pleasure.